Ahum, and welcome to our Valentine edition. And you know how I feel about Valentine. Valentine should be every single day of the year. So hopefully these these videos and tonight's live is gonna help you and get those juices going as far as um, getting yourself on the path of where you want to be romantically. Okay. Now, did you know that most of the stuff that you need to concoct a love potion ooh, is in your kitchen? It is in your kitchen. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about this again. This is not to take somebody's husband or wife. This is to bring in what is already designed for you faster. Okay, even though it says, oh, all in good time, yeah, all in good time, but there's always a way to shake up that timeline, especially when there are good, good intentions behind it all. All right. Um, and you want your potions to be simple. You want your intention to be simple but precise. I'll tell you why. Because precision makes all the difference in the world. The more direct and the more precise you are with what it is that you want to do, the more clarity you have what it is that the outcome is going to be, the easier it is for things to move out of the way for this to manifest. But of course, it's going to even manifest faster if this is for you. If this one guy or girl is for you, it's going to be for you, but for your greater good. Believe me that if it doesn't happen, something you're going to find out later. There was a reason why, and you're going to find out later. And you know, you've heard the stories, and it's probably happened to you a few times as well. Simple herbs that you may want to think about putting in your love potion. I don't want to call it a spell because it's a love intention. Spell, that's old. That's old witch terminology. We have we have evolved so much that um a spell no longer gives it. I mean, even the word, the evolution has has grown, has exponentially grown and evolved to a point. Bye, Nico. He doesn't want a love potion. He's just happy the way he is. So the word spell is just, doesn't it sound a little even like Mickey Mouse? We don't use spells anymore. The word spell, why? No, we do intentions. We make intentions and then we will the manifestation along with the universal laws. Okay. All right, let's talk about what you may have in the kitchen today. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Talk about an ingredient that's in the kitchen that heats up love and luck. Cinnamon is the one to go to with for heating up love and then bringing luck into your life. You can get a whole cinnamon stick. I do that, and I tie a little red ribbon. And then what I do, it's in relation to my chakras, my root chakra, to ground the energy of the intention that I'm putting in, but also for other reasons, for other faiths that I hold. And what you do is you get your cinnamon stick and you get a cup. And I like, you know, the teacups that are either white or they're transparent. I like those. I rather have the transparent ones. And I brew some nice warm chamomile tea, right? Also a little bit of tilo, which is linden tea. All right, I add that to it. And I even use a little bit of star anise. And what I do is I give it to my partner. But before I give it to my partner, I put my hands on top of that and I set my intention. And then I activate the manifestation. I uncover my hand and I speak into the tea what I want. Cover it, close my eyes, get all my spiritual protective services, get my guardian angel, get every ancestor to be in there and to watch and see and help manifest what it is that I want. And then I share it. I share my tea with my love, with the person that I am interested in. Of course, I only have one because it is my true twin flame, which we grew up together. But this type of potion is kind of fiery. It produces a passionate romance. It produces a great chemistry between each other. And it actually opens up your path for a lot of luck in love. Cardamom. Not a lot of people use cardamom. But cardamom, and I like to buy it whole, the cardamom. It's really good. It's one of the ingredients that chai recipes use. But if you have chai tea at home, read the back and make sure it's got cardamom. And if it doesn't, then just 2 or 3 little seeds of the cardamom is all you need. Put it in your, or you can even brew it with the tea and then take them out. And it's a powerful herb for protecting this intention of you finding love or bringing love to you or feeling love for yourself. It protects that intention. It's a great choice. It's a wonderful choice to have when you want to protect love and keep it safe from a breakup, from bickering. And it also works against people coming into your lives to take away your lover. Now, I want you to understand this very, very simple message. There are times, depending on the type of magic that is used, where you may want to believe that your significant other was drawn away from you. But ultimately, love breaks any spell. And no matter what they throw at you, your partner in the end has free will and choice to go follow somebody else. Okay? If that happens, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, because it would have been worse if in the long run. Would have been much more complicated. So please think about this. Yeah, there are potions and spells and people out there that will use magic and wield magic. But the fact of the matter is that true love will break any spell. Any, but it is ultimately the person who makes the choice to follow. Nobody's holding him down because he's got free will. Nobody's taking anything away from them and making them a zombie and follow Susanita over in the corner. Okay? That is not what happens. It just isn't. All right? The fact of the matter is that if you have a true relationship, a relationship based on truth and integrity and love and understanding and communication, girl, I'm telling you right now, nobody's going to take that man away from you. And nobody's going to take that woman away from you. Because there's still choice. And no matter what anybody tells you, oh, because this is this, because they took my husband because of this and that. Okay, well, sorry, that was his choice. In the long run, they didn't do anything to his free will. They did not take his free will. They did not take his choice. He made that choice. So be very careful. Okay? Now, ginger is one of the ones that I love the most. I mean, I like cardamom. I really like cardamom. And I really like cinnamon. But ginger. You can dry ginger. I like to dry ginger on myself, not buy it from the store because I don't know what real procedure they used. I know the way that I dry it. And how I dry it, I give it Reiki. I give it, how can I explain it? There's a spiritual process that I go through when I dry my herbs to use them. Fresh or dried ginger, you can use either or. I rather have fresh, but sometimes you can't find fresh. And I have when there's an abundance in the stores, I'll go ahead and buy a big piece. I'm going to find a piece that I can actually put in a pot, and months and months and months later, you're going to get new roots in the tree that it's one of the nubs that you're going to see that you get. But it's got to be a big piece, okay? And it's got to be super, super fresh. So let's say you want to bring in a really nice, pungent, delicious, intentional potion. And you want to bring a little spice into your relationship. Well, ginger is a spicy herb, a spicy root, okay? And the fact that it is a root that grows all the way underneath the ground tells you that you can use it to ground that spice to your relationship. But ginger is also a super powerful protection herb. Again, because it's a root, it grounds protection. So not only does it ground a relationship, but it grounds anything that you want to protect, because its natural state is under the soil. Now, I would use it to protect love, to protect and keep it safe from a breakup, and other people coming after your lover, because that's what happens. Whereas cardamom gets you to a place where you become irresistible to potential lovers. So if you're using a lot of cardamom in your food and your teas and stuff, check out if you're being bugged by people, and potential lovers and people trying to see if they can get together with you. That's probably because at some point you have had some cardamom at some point, and you've drunk it, and it actually comes out of your pores, and that makes you very attractive to potential lovers and makes you very irresistible. It's like people don't see anybody else but you. So that's the difference between the ginger and the cardamom. Okay. Okay. You want to use spring water, and you can find spring water at the store. Do not use distilled water. It's gone through a chemical phase. Get spring, natural spring water from the store. They sell them in gallons, I think, that I know. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your little crock pot, and you're gonna put all your herbs in that crock pot. Put it on low because you're gonna start early in the morning. And you're gonna start doing your intentions. You're gonna breathe in it your intentions, right? You're gonna open it up, and you're gonna say your intentions, right? Because your intention becomes what? A manifestation. So your thought turns into intention, and your intention goes into the universe and becomes a manifestation of what it is that is going to be good for you. But you're going to direct your breath and your words into that little crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, then you're going to simmer it very, very low on low since the morning. This takes its time. All right. And then once you see that the water is boiling, and it doesn't really need to boil, but once you see that the herbs are actually, the water is hot enough that it's extracting all the oils and all the goodness from your herbs, then you're going to pour that water with those teas, pour it into whatever it is that you're going to use, whatever it is you're going to use to keep it in. If you drink the tea yourself, and you may want to sweeten it with honey to sweeten the journey, I wouldn't use sugar. I would use honey. Honey is a grounding sweetener. And what, yeah, you can actually drink this tea yourself and attract this. You do so you can attract love into your life. You understand what I mean? If you're going to drink it if you prepare this and you drink this tea throughout the week, let's say this week, you can actually do this with the intention of attracting love for yourself. Okay. Now, it's important that if you're trying to attract a person that you've set your mind to, then here is where you invite them to tea and share this beautiful intention. What is the intention? The intention is love. The intention is attraction, as long as it is good for who? Not just for you, but for that person too, because you have to protect that person as well. All right. This is not a binding. This is not a one-way road. It's going to be good for you, and it's going to be good for them. All right. And that's you have to do things right, or just don't do them at all. Okay. As both of you are, as you are stirring this tea infusion that you're making, what is the intention? Because you want the perfect intention, short, sweet, simple, but precise. I am attracting the perfect love. I am attracting the perfect love. I am attracting the perfect love. This is what you're going to feed this is the intention, this is the energy, this is what you are going to feed that tree in your crock pot or your pot. Okay, it's a beautiful mantra to say it all day long while you're getting this done. All right. If this is just for you, you leave it there. If this is that you're going to actually invite someone to tea in your home and you're going to serve this to this person that you're interested in. Make sure, number one, they don't have anybody else in their lives, because then you'll be ruining people's lives and karma will come back. It will. All right. And you can definitely say, Mickey Mouse is totally enchanted by me. Because I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to say my husband's name. George is totally enchanted by me. You want to say that as you are breathing and talking into your tea. Your tea has to be a smart tea. We're talking atoms, guys. Atoms are alive. Whether you want to believe it or not, atoms are alive. And that tea that you're making has atoms and cells and molecules, and they are alive, or else you wouldn't be able to make it turn into anything. It wouldn't exist. All right? Now, let's say that we got it to where we want. We turn off and we let it steep. We let all our herbs steep. Put in our honey. For some of us, a little bit of bourbon. Hey, that doesn't hurt. Hold your hands over the concoction, the potion that you're making, and think about the outcome already. What is the outcome? This guy's with me. I'm happy. This is what you need to be thinking about. And your mind is going to wander. Your mind is going to go somewhere else, but you need to come and bring it right back. You know, I am thinking about this person. This is what I want. This is what I want. And you're going to say, I attract perfect love. I attract perfect and lasting love. What do you want? Lasting love, a fiery, passionate love. You need to put your will and intention into this potion. And when you are able to truly focus just on that for a while and not let your mind wander, this is going to be a good love intention potion. How wonderful is that? How simple is that? Right? Now, you can get really creative with this beautiful tea. You can get the herbs and you can actually boil it down, add it to your soap. Okay? You can add these ingredients into a batch of sachets that you may be doing, a little amulet work there. You can basically use it for anything, not only for tea. You can use it for a spiritual bath as well, without the honey. But yeah, because then you get sticky. Ugh. But you can use it for that. Okay, so it's a good thing. It's a wonderful way. And I'm giving you this because I've already had several people. Can you give me, from back in your days, can you give me, and I'm looking at my book because I have it here on my computer. Okay. So really, what we could do candle work. We can do potions and teas and soaps and spiritual baths with all these things, and they're in their kitchen. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do anything elaborate. The simpler, the better. Okay, and please do not use a binding spell. If I have to pay someone for a binding spell, if I have to do a binding spell on someone, and all of a sudden my twin, my true twin comes into my life, 99% of the time, I'm not going to be able to undo that binding, because a lot of alchemy, changes, and negotiations spiritually had to happen for you to bind this person, because you had to go around their free will. That's not good. If a person doesn't love you outright and doesn't want to be with you in your lifetime, they don't deserve to be bound. They deserve to be kicked in their ass and thrown out that door. Simple as that. Okay, so I hope that this wets your whiskers today, and I hope that it gets your juices flowing, and gets you going into some really good vibrations, and gives you clarity as to what you should be focusing on and who. It's really you. It's really you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy.